Imagine sitting alone in a dark room. Everything outside is normal. There is no major trouble, no tragic news, yet there is a strange silence within you, a deep emptiness. You pick up your phone, change the music, maybe even watch a motivational video, but nothing works. Have you ever wondered why, without any concrete reason, we suddenly start feeling so heavy? It feels as if the switch to our inner happiness has been turned off. But what if I told you that there is a neural switch inside your brain that you can flip back on in just 15 seconds?
Today, we are going to dive deep into the science that can change the way you live. The truth is, your brain wasn't built to keep you happy. It was built solely to keep you safe. It has evolved over millions of years to detect threats and avoid predators. This is why we feel stress much faster than we feel happiness. However, within this very machinery lie certain loopholes that we can exploit to control our state of mind. Today, we will talk about 3 secret brain tricks that can completely shift your mood within 15 seconds. And remember, the third trick is the most lethal. If you understand that one, you will neutralize your stress forever. Number 1, the facial feedback switch. We begin with a seemingly simple physical adjustment. In scientific terms, this is called the facial feedback switch. We often think that we smile because we are happy, but our brain works the other way around. Your brain is constantly taking signals from your body to determine how it should feel. Right now, try a small experiment with me. Lightly raise your eyebrows. Relax your jaw. Now, pull the corners of your lips slightly upward into a very gentle smile. Hold this for just 15 seconds. At this very moment, a shift has begun inside your brain. Your facial muscles have sent a coded message to your mind. That message is, we are safe. The moment the brain receives the signal of safety, it halts the production of stress chemicals and begins releasing happiness chemicals. You didn't force happiness, you simply invited it through a physical cue. Your brain responds to physical signals much faster than it does to thoughts. This is the switch people often refuse to flip until they actually feel happy. But the secret is, the signal comes first, the emotion follows. Number 2, name it to tame it. But what happens when the brain refuses to calm down? When your thoughts are racing in an endless marathon and anxiety grips you? This is where our second technique comes in. Name it to tame it. Your brain has 2 main components. One that gets swept away by emotions, the amygdala, and one that reasons, the prefrontal cortex. When you are stressed, the emotional part takes complete control. The fastest way to stop it is to give it a name. The moment you recognize your inner restlessness and calmly say to yourself, I am feeling anxious right now, or I am stressed, a miracle happens. Saying this phrase shifts control from the emotional center of your brain to the logical center. It is like standing and drenching in the middle of a fierce storm and suddenly stepping inside a glass house. The storm is still outside, but you are no longer getting wet. You are simply observing it. This process of labeling breaks the loop that was driving your brain toward panic. You don't need to solve the problems immediately. You just need to name them. Number 3, the Micro-Win Dopamine Hit. Now, the biggest secret remains. Most of us wait for happiness. We think we will be happy when we achieve success, when we have money, or when our circumstances change. But the brain does not work this way. Dopamine, the chemical we associate with pleasure and satisfaction, is not released when we reach the destination. It is released during the progress we make along the way. This brings us to our third and most powerful trick, the Micro-Win Dopamine Hit. Right now, pick a task that takes less than 15 seconds to do. Straighten your posture. Take a sip of water, or simply take one long, deep breath. The moment you complete this tiny task, your brain logs it as a victory. This micro-win triggers a quick release of dopamine. This chemical not only makes you feel good, but also gives you the energy to move forward. People wait for motivation, but science dictates that action comes first, and motivation pulls up right behind it. Whenever you feel stuck, claim a micro-win. It is the fastest way to rewire your nervous system. The ultimate switch. Imagine a moment when everything seems to be falling apart. Instead of giving up, you relax your face, label your emotion, and score a micro-win. In less than a minute, your body chemistry has completely shifted. This isn't magic. It is pure biology. You don't need to change your entire life. You just need to recognize the switches that already exist within you. Happiness is not something you hunt for on the outside. It is a state of being that you activate from within. The next time you find yourself in the dark, remember that the light is only 15 seconds away. Because in the end, your happiness is not held hostage by the outside world. It is right at your fingertips, waiting for you to flip the switch.